Good morning, everyone. Let us start. Today we shall revise Chapter 2, Physical Features of India. Now I shall present my screen. So this is Chapter 2, Physical Features of India. So physical features, it refers to the different types of landforms. So now let us read. So our country has practically all major physical features of the earth, like the mountains, plains, desert, plateaus, and islands. All these forms of land, that is landforms, are present in our country. Okay, and the land of India displays a great physical variation. As we have learned earlier that India has different types of landforms, so it means that India displays a great physical variation. Geologically, the peninsular plateau constitute one of the ancient landmasses Peninsular plateau constitute one of the ancient landmasses on the Earth's surface. Actually, it is as old as 250 million years, and it was supposed to be one of the most stable land blocks, as compared to the Himalayan mountains. So this Peninsular Plateau is relatively more stable, and it has not been moving, or any other type of tectonic movement has not been there on the this Peninsular Plateau, except in some places. The Himalayas and northern plains are the most recent landforms. And from the viewpoint of geology, Himalayan mountains form an unstable zone. So unlike the Peninsular Plateau, Himalayan mountains are unstable. Unstable zone means earthquakes are frequently occurring. Then still the Himalayan mountains are uplifting. It is in continuous process, and these mountains are also young. And the whole mountain system of Himalaya represents a very youthful topography with high peaks, then deep valleys, and fast flowing rivers. Himalayan mountains have very pointed peaks, unlike the Peninsular Plateau. So it has very deep river valleys and fast flowing rivers. The northern plains are a form of alluvial deposits, and the Peninsular Plateau is composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks with gently rising hills and wide valleys. So unlike the Himalayan mountains, the Peninsular Plateau is composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks, gently rising hills, not pointed, it has rounded. So for the Himalayan mountains, it has pointed peaks like this. And for the Peninsular Plateau, it is rounded like this. This is for the Peninsular Plateau. And the wide valleys. For the Himalayan mountains, see, it has a deep. For the Himalayan mountain, it has a deep V-shaped valleys, or these I-shaped valleys known as gorges. but for the Peninsula Plateau it has a wide valleys, flat bottom. Okay, wide valleys like this. And now we have major physiographic divisions of India. The physical features India can be grouped under the following physiographic divisions. They are the Himalayan mountains, then the northern plains, then the peninsular plateau, the Indian desert, the coastal plains, and the islands. Okay, so let us read about the Himalayan mountains. The Himalayas, geologically young and structurally full mountains, stretch over the northern borders of India. Okay, the Himalayas are geologically young, that is about 65 million years old. Okay, it was formed during the Tertiary period. Okay, Tertiary period refers to a geologic time period. Okay, and it is about say 55 to 65 million years before present. And the Himalayan mountains are structurally full mountains stretched over the northern borders. Okay, see here, folded mountain, you know, let us say these are the horizontal beds. Okay, so these are the different beds of the crush. Okay, so this is a formation or a bed formed during a particular geologic period, and this is another horizontal bed, and this is another bed. And when two forces are coming together like this, one force is coming from this side, another one from this side. Okay, and if this is the case, these horizontal bedding planes will be folded like this. It will be buckle up like this. Okay, so all the horizontal bedding planes will be folded in this way, and this is known as folding. Okay, and these Himalayan mountains are folded mountains. Okay, so this is the first layer, the first formation. This is the second one. Okay, this is the second layer, and here we have the third layer. So this is the third layer. Okay, so this is known as folding. Okay, folding. The process is known as folding. And the Himalayan mountains are fold mountains formed by folding process. Okay, are you clear? Any question? Okay, let us continue. These mountain ranges run in an east-west direction from Indus to Brahmaputra. The Himalayas represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged mountain barriers of the world. So we may see this map given in your book. Okay, see here. I think you are seeing this red. Okay, thick red line. So these are the Himalayan mountains. Okay, so these are the Himalayan mountains, and these mountains form the northern border of India. Okay, and it extends east-west direction. Okay, east-west direction. See here, east-west. So this is, we have here, we have, okay, this side is, then this side, on this side we have west. So the Himalayan mountain extends east-west direction. Okay, and they form an arc which covers a distance of about 2,400 kilometers. So these Himalayan mountains form an arc. Do remember what is meant by an arc? See, for example, this is a circle. Okay, this is a circle, and this part of a circle, say for example this is a part of circle, so this part of a circle is known as an arc. Okay, and the Himalayan mountains form an arc. Just see here. Just see here. Okay, so we may draw it also. See here. So it forms an arc. Okay. And the east-west extent of the Himalayan mountain is 2,400 kilometers. Okay, see here, from here up to here, the length is 2,400 kilometers. Okay, it is 2,400 kilometers. And about the weight, their weight varies from 400 kilometers in Kashmir to 150 kilometers in Arunachal Pradesh. So it is wider in the west. Okay, see in the west, see here in the Jammu and Kashmir area. Okay, in this area. So in this area, the height of the Himalayan mountain is 400 kilometers. Okay, here the height is 400 kilometer. And in Arunachal Pradesh, here in Arunachal Pradesh, okay, the height is 150 kilometers. Okay, 150 kilometers. Here the height is 150 kilometers. Okay, and the altitudinal variation are greater in the eastern half than those in the western half. That means in Arunachal Pradesh we have a very high mountain peaks as compared to the Jammu and Kashmir area. The Himalayan consists of three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent. The number of valleys lie in between these ranges. The northernmost range is known as the Great or Inner Himalaya or the Himadri. Okay, just see this diagram. See here, the Himalayan mountains consist of three parallel ranges. As you see here, this is the northernmost one. Okay, so this is the Himadri. Then the second one, the middle one, this is the Himachal, and the last one, the southernmost one, is known as the Siwaliks. Okay, and remember the northernmost one, this one is known as Himadri. Okay, and this is the most continuous range consisting of loftiest peaks with an average height of 6,000 meters above the sea level. Okay, so this is the Himadri or the Great Himalayas, is the most continuous range, and it consists of loftiest mountain peaks with an average height of 6,000 meters. It contains all the prominent Himalayan peaks. Okay, as you see here, some highest peaks of the Himalayas are given here. Mount Everest, you know, so this is in Nepal, and its height is 8,848 meters above the sea level, and this is the highest peak in the world, as you know. And next we have Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga is in India. Okay, this is the second highest peak in the Himalayas, 8,598. Okay, Kanchenjunga is here. Okay, Kanchenjunga is here. And next we have for India, okay, Nanga Parbat, altitude is at 1,126 meters. Nanga Parbat is here. Here we have Nanga Parbat. Okay. Then this Nanda Devi, 7,117. Nanda Devi is here. Here we have Nanda Devi. Then Kamet altitude is 7,556 meters, and Kamet is here. Then Namsa Barwa, altitude 7,756. Okay, Namsa Barwa is here in this Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, Namsa Barwa is here. So these are the important mountain peaks of the Himalayas in India. Okay, others you may read it. Other important peaks are also located in Nepal. You may read it. Now let us continue. The folds of the Great Himalayas are asymmetrical in nature. Okay, the folded structure of the Himalayan mountains are asymmetrical. What do you mean by asymmetrical? See, the fold, okay, this folded structure of the Himalayan mountain is asymmetrical. See, this is what I call symmetry. Okay, this is what I call symmetry, and this is what I call asymmetry. So in this case, one side is stiffer, this side is stiffer, and this is what I call asymmetry. And the first one, okay, this one is symmetry, both sides are equal. And see, and this one of the sides is steeper, and this is the case of asymmetry. That means one side of the Himalayan mountain, one of the slopes of the Himalayan mountain is steeper. Okay, asymmetrical in nature. The core of this part of Himalaya is composed of granite, a type of igneous rock. Okay, the central part of the Himalaya is composed of granite. That is, this is an example of a type of igneous rock. You know, igneous rock is formed by cooling the magma and lava. Okay, here we have a photograph showing this granite. So these are the different types of granite. Okay, just see it carefully. And this Himadri is perennially snowbound, and a number of glaciers descend from these ranges. Okay, from the Himadri. Next, we have the ranges lying to the south of the Himadri form the most rugged mountain system, and it is known as the Himachal or the Lesser Himalaya. Okay, the second one, this the middle one. Okay, the middle one here. So this is the middle one. Okay, so this middle one is known as the Himachal. Okay, it is also known as Lesser Himalaya, and these ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. So here, highly compressed and altered rocks means metamorphic rocks. Okay, so when a rock is compressed under high pressure and temperature, okay, internal structure, molecular structure will be changed, and another type of rock will be formed, and that type of rock is known as metamorphic rocks. Okay, and here we have some examples of metamorphic rocks. Okay, so gneiss, slate, quartz, schist, marble, phyllite. So these are some examples of metamorphic rocks. Okay, these are found in the Himachal. And the altitude varies between 3,700 meters and 4,500 meters. And the average height is 50 kilometers. Okay, the average height of the Himachal is 50 kilometers. While the Pir Panjal range form the longest and the most important range, Dauladhar and the Mahabharat ranges are also prominent ones. These are mainly located in Nepal. Okay, important ranges: Pir Panjal, Dauladhar, Mahabharat. So these are the important mountain ranges of the Himachal. And this range consists of the famous valley of Kashmir, Kangra, Kullu Valley in Himachal Pradesh. So in between these hill ranges, we find the valley of Kashmir, then the valley of Kangra and the Kulu, okay, in Himachal Pradesh. And these mountain ranges are well known for its hill stations like Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, okay. Next we have the outermost range of the Himalaya, and it is known as the Siwalik. Outermost, that is the southernmost one, okay. See here, this is the southernmost range, so this one is known as the Siwaliks. This is the outermost or the southernmost, okay. And they extend over a wide of this 10 to 50 kilometers, okay. The Siwalik has a height of 10 to 50 kilometers, and the heaven altitude varies between 900 and 1100 meters. The average height of Siwalik is ranging between 900 and 1100 meters above the sea level, and these ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments, okay. Unconsolidated means loose, okay, loose sediments brought down by the rivers from the main Himalayan ranges located farther north. That means the Siwalik ranges have been formed by uplifting the sediments, okay, carried down by the rivers flowing down from the Himachal and Himadri. And these valleys are covered with thick gravel and alluvium, okay. Thick gravel means, you know, very small stones, okay, pebbles, sand, and silt particles. And the longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalaya and the Siwalik is known as dunes, okay. Longitudinal valley lying between the Siwalik and this Himachal, okay. Himachal is known as, see here, this is Himachal and this is Siwalik. So in between these we have low-lying valleys here, and okay, these longitudinal valleys are known as dunes, okay. And we have examples of Dehradun, then Kotli Dune, Patli Dune. So these are examples of the well-known dunes. Remember, dunes are the long narrow valleys lying between the Himachal and the Siwalik, that is between the Lesser Himalaya and the Siwaliks, okay. Are you clear? Any question, boys and girls? So if you don't have questions, then let us continue. Beside the longitudinal divisions, so we have learned that there are three parallel ranges of the Himalayan mountains. Those are Himadri, then the second one is Himachal, and the last one is the Siwaliks, okay. So besides these longitudinal divisions, the Himalayas have been divided on the basis of regions from west to east, okay. And these divisions have been demarcated by the river valleys. That means the boundaries of this division, okay, is marked by the river valleys. For example, the part of the Himalayas lying between the Indus and the Salus has been traditionally known as Punjab Himalaya, and it is also known as Kashmir and Himachal Himalaya, okay. Just see here, or we may see this one, okay. Here we have Salus river, okay. So here this is Salus river, okay. And as mentioned in the book, the part of the Himalayas between Indus and the Salus. So here we have Indus and this is Salus, and the Himalayan mountain between Indus and the Salus is known as Punjab Himalaya. This section of the Himalayan mountain is known as the Punjab Himalaya, okay, between Indus and the Salus. And next we have the part of the Himalayan mountains lying between Salus and the Kali river is known as Kumaon Himalaya, okay. See here, we have somewhere we have this Kali river, and the part of the Himalayan mountain between this Satluj and the Kali river is known as Kumaon Himalaya. Okay, so this section of the Himalayan mountain is known as Kumaon Himalaya, and the Kali and the Tista rivers demarcate the Nepal Himalaya, and the part of the Himalaya lying between Tista and the Dihang river is known as the Assam Himalaya. Okay, just see here, we have Tista river here. Tista river is flowing here. Okay, and this part of the Himalayan mountain between Kali river and Tista river is known as Nepal Himalaya, and here this is the Brahmaputra river or the Dihang river. Okay, it is here, Dihang river, and this part of the Himalaya between Tista river and the Dihang river is known as the Assam Himalaya or the Arunachal Himalaya. Okay, this is known as Assam Himalaya or the Arunachal Himalaya. Okay, so these are the 4 divisions. Okay, these are the 4 divisions of the Himalayas from the west to the east. Remember, between Indus and the Satluj river, okay, between Indus and the Satluj river, it is known as Punjab Himalaya. Between Kali river and between Satluj and the Kali river, it is known as Kumaon Himalaya. Okay, and between Kali and Tista river, okay, this is known as Nepal Himalaya, and between Tista and Dihang river, it is known as Assam Himalaya. And there are regional names also for these broad divisions of the Himalaya. You may find it. Okay, and the Brahmaputra marks the easternmost boundary of the Himalayas, and beyond Dihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of India. Okay, just see here. Here from this particular point, okay, see here. Here we have the Dihang river, and from this point the Himalayas bend sharply like this. Okay, the Himalayan mountain bends sharply. It takes a U-turn here. Okay, and forms the eastern boundary of India, and these hill ranges are known as Purvanchals or the eastern hills and the mountains. Okay, just see here, all these hill ranges here, all these hill ranges, or you may see these these hill ranges. All these hill ranges are collectively known as Purvanchal or the eastern hills and mountains, and these hills running through northeast states are mostly composed of strong sandstone. Okay, sandstone, you know, this is a type of sedimentary rock. Which are sedimentary rocks. Okay, see here we have photographs of different types of sandstones. So these are different types of sandstones. Okay, you know, sandstone is a type of sedimentary rock, and remember, most of the hills of Northeast India are composed of sandstones. Okay, covered with dense forests, they mostly run parallel ranges and valleys, and the Purvanchal comprises the Patkai Hills, the Naga Hills, the Manipur Hills, and the Mizo Hills. Just see this diagram. Okay, see this map, and here, okay, see here, this is Naga Hills, this is Manipur Hills, and this is Mizo Hills or Lusai Hills, and this is Patkai. Okay, so these are the different hill ranges of the Purvanchal, and this is a photograph showing Mizo Hills. Okay, are you clear? Any question, boys and girls? Okay, if you don't have questions, then let us stop here for today. Thank you very much for joining my class.